What's going on, guys? Master Turkey here. I want to give my opinions on the Nintendo Switch Mini. I see the Switch Mini being basically an emulation device, with the possibility of also being like a digital only version, like the PSP Go kind of, except the Nintendo Switch Go in this case. Smaller form factor, no way to play physical games, just digital only sales, and ROMs is probably going to be a big part of that. I think when they went after the Love ROMs people, they kind of understand that, people want to play these games, and they want to download them, right? And then you have your retro consoles that came out. A lot of them sold out. People were standing in line for them. We're probably going to see a Nintendo 64, classic coming out soon. I feel like a portable is what's left, right? Maybe like a Game Boy Classic, but this Nintendo Switch Mini, that makes sense on all sorts of levels. I mean, it's what people want to do. They want to just download things, take it on the go. This is a great idea, concept. I could see them doing something like this, and then you're probably going to see more and more strikes on Nintendo ROMs on the internet, because they're probably going to have like a huge catalog. I'm assuming like all the NES, all the SNES, all the N64 ROMs up. I don't see why you wouldn't do that, especially with a Switch Mini, if a Switch Mini is ever going to come out. I mean, right now I'm surprised even that the online e-store for Nintendo Switch doesn't have every single Nintendo Entertainment System game on there, every single N64 game on there, every single SNES game on there. I'm sure it has something to do with the rights to the games, who owns them, redistributing them on a new platform. But Nintendo has the money. They should use some of that money from like the $1 million lawsuit against the ROM site to like buy the rights to the best games. I would love to see a classic like top 100 ROMs, and Nintendo could just throw money at Konami and Capcom, whatever it takes to get those ROMs available to download on the Nintendo Switch would be great, but on a Switch Mini would be even better. And then you had that whole stupid Soldier Boy thing that I never want to see another Soldier Boy video in my life. I'm so sick of that shit. Like, really? Did you guys need to continue to make video after video about this fucking idiot and his stupid consoles that he drop shipped from AliExpress? Like, we didn't need that. We don't need another Soldier Boy video. But I'm bringing it up just merely to make the point that Nintendo is aware of these devices, right? These AliExpress, emulator in your hand, GPD Win, right? They know they exist, right? And even more so, they know they exist now that, Soldier Boy, oh, God help me, has made, those drop-shipped AliExpress consoles, that much more popular. Not to mention the fucking idiot YouTubers who continue to make that shit popular as well. Like, you guys are to blame equally, if not more so, that all that shit became popular and continued to go on. But I digress. Nintendo is aware of these devices, so why not make a Switch Mini, right? It makes sense. Why not make a Switch Mini digital only, similar to the PSP Go, add in all the emulation, all the ROMs that you could possibly buy. Clearly they paid for the rights for anything that's on the classic consoles, so boom, just throw those on there. And anything owned by Nintendo already, throw those on there. I mean, I know if they came out with a Nintendo Switch Mini and had all those retro ROMs up on there, I would quickly buy that. And then if you price them accordingly, like $1, $2, $5, I mean, I don't see paying $20 for a ROM download that essentially is a ROM that someone else dumped, right? Half the times they're using dumps that aren't even their own dumps. They just get them from the internet. It is what it is. But I mean, if they're priced accordingly, couple of bucks, $5, I see that being a huge win for Nintendo. I see myself and tons of other people picking that up just to have a huge digital library of either Switch or old school retro ROMs that they can just take on the go. And if it's powered by an NVIDIA chip, I mean, it's probably going to be the best retro, portable you could ever buy, especially if it's got the NVIDIA GPU in there. So I definitely think this would be super cool. I would definitely buy one. I don't see why they wouldn't put it out. I think we'll probably see a Game Boy Classic before we see something like a Switch Mini. And they are looking at changing the form factor anyways to get away from that, the glitch, the RCM glitch, right? Shorting out the pins on the Tegra board to get to the bootloader RCM recovery mode or whatever that is. So they're already planning on making another console. It's just a matter of time, right, to get around that Tegra shorting of the pins so that people can pirate install things and whatnot. So a Switch Mini, it's a strong possibility. A Switch Plus or Ultra or a bigger model, I don't see that happening. I see it getting smaller possibly. So the Switch Mini is probably more possible than the Ultra or some sort of larger version, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. That's just my 2 cents.